pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Magic in Orlando. We've seen a lot of quality basketball from this Magic team lately. Nice job they've been doing over the last 10 games. 8 wins and not having too many problems. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control, Ernie. He's not trying to do too much with each possession. You know, he's also being more aggressive, taking the initiative. You know, he's just going at people. The barbecue chicken theory, Ernie. Get out of my way. I'm going to eat you.
Yeah, I mean, Freak might be one of my favorite players coming up, Ernie. I mean, his teammates are trusting him more, giving him opportunities, trusting that the fact that he could score, and their success as a unit is also increased because of their trust in him.
You know who Freak reminds me of?
Who's that?
Me.
Oh, yeah.
And that wraps it up here. Thanks for joining us. We will see you next time.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kelly.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94 here with another NBA Live, NBA 2K My Career game plan. Today, we are taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James. We're gonna try and see if we come out here with this win. I got the Cleveland Cavaliers and they throwbacks when the LeBron James era had started, the first LeBron James era, and we're gonna rock the post Tracy McGrady, Dwight Howard era type of jerseys. Yeah, you know those jerseys they wore from like 2004 to like 2009, 8. So yeah, we're gonna see if we come out here with this win. And yeah, so not here to talk about the gameplay. Stated everything I need to state about the gameplay. Just note that those reviews are coming soon for these games. Yes, that is right, ladies and gentlemen. It's almost review time. It's almost been a month since both games have been out. I've been breaking down and giving. I've gave both games chances to update their games, so that way I can have a better experience with them. But other than that, I'm giving them chances, man. I'm giving both games chances to fix their shit before I make these reviews, man. I'm giving them to probably the 10th of November or something like that. 10th of November, then it's time for me to start doing reviews, man. I probably might do the review in December. Who knows? I might move it back to December because I don't really feel like putting out a review so fucking early. I really do like putting them out in December because December we're gonna almost be close to the next year, like 2016, 2015. So then I can probably just drop it out there. But you know, I'm probably just be cool for right now. Just know that these reviews may be coming soon, man. I've finished my analysis with both games. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of time, you know, to get everything for them to fix certain aspects of the game that they need to fix to make the games more stable. But other than that, I'm a chill on that. But anyways, though, yeah, we're not here to talk about the gameplay though. We're not here to talk about the gameplay. Okay, we're here to talk about the topic at hand. That is, who is going to win the MVP? Yes, that is right, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with another who is going to be the MVP. And I have a top 6 list of my top 6. I have a top 6 list of players. And there's also honorable mentions as well. But I'm going to go down the list from number 1 to number 6. I'm going to explain why why number 1 would definitely be the MVP, why number 2 could also definitely be an MVP, number 3 could possibly definitely be an MVP, number 4 should be looked at in the future, but definitely look out for him this year. And my dark horses, now last year James Harden was a dark horse. Steph Curry was nowhere in sight for me. I didn't see the vision, because I didn't see the division with Steph Curry. I didn't think he would evolve the way he did this season, but that boy 360 with the wrist, and look at him. He an NBA champion, MVP. You can't deny him. And even though I overlooked him last year, I'm still overlooking him this year. Yes, that is right, ladies and gentlemen. I am not looking at Steph Curry as an MVP, but he is definitely in my top 6. And I'm not going to say what number he is, but I'm going to say it's not where you think he should be. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the show started. Yes, that is right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this show on the road. Let's get it started. Let's talk. Let's discuss. Let's communicate. Let's get the debates going. If you have your top 6 list, and leave it down in the comments below. I might leave a like if I agree with it. But other than that, I'm gonna give y'all my top 6 for MVP this year. Number 1. Kevin Durant. Yes, that is right, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin fucking Durant will be my number 1 option for MVP this year. Why? Because he's fucking Kevin Durant. He's coming off a foot injury, and people last year were talking about, oh man, he might turn into the next T-Mac. He might turn into the next, Penny Hardaway. Fucking he might live out his prime. He may live out his prime with this injury, man. He may never be the same after this injury. KD finna shut that shit down. You finna see this man go off for 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 points this whole season. I guarantee you it's gonna happen. He's gonna come back with a vengeance this season, and KD is going to show you why he was the MVP 2 seasons ago. That's why he's my number 1 guy. Number 2, Russell Westbrook. And I know you like, wait a minute, what? Russell Westbrook? How you gonna say KD but then say Russell Westbrook? Listen, Russell Westbrook fucking evolved into something I don't even think we still can explain to this day. But just know this nigga can get triple doubles out the ass. This is Rajon Rondo on steroids, pretty much. Like, listen, Rajon Rondo can get a triple double with no problem, right? Russell Westbrook is 2 times Rajon Rondo, but on steroids. Okay, he can dunk, he can shoot, he has a good free throw percentage. He doesn't just fight contact. He can dunk on contact. Okay, this dude just fucking, I don't even know what to say about this dude, but I'm gonna just say it right now. If he's going off for 11 triple doubles again this season, rip. If he goes off for 11 triple doubles this season, and they're the top seed, and Oklahoma City is the top seed in the West, rip on the league. And I would not be shocked if Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook are the 2 leading scorers of the entire NBA for a whole season. So watch out. Number 3. Paul George. Number 3 to me is Paul George. Paul George, hands down, is going to be coming back off his leg injury. I think he's gonna come out fucking like he's gonna have that same mentality that I think KD is gonna have this season. He's gonna come back and he's finna fucking light everybody up. Like, he finna light everybody up out here. You know what I'm saying? And kind of come to think about it, he doesn't have Roy Hibbert. He doesn't have Lance Stevenson anymore. He doesn't have David West anymore. He lost all his guys. He's pretty much in the same boat with Damian Lillard. You know, he had a core group behind him, and everything just disappeared. Everything just disappeared in one off season, and everything disappeared. Well, Lance Stevenson left the year before, but you get what I'm saying, though, right? He's pretty much in that same boat with Damian Lillard, and he's definitely going to be someone you are definitely going to want to look out for this upcoming season. Paul George is definitely going to be an MVP candidate. Might finish second, might finish third in scoring this season, because he's going to have to carry the load on offense, and I'm not going to be surprised if he's out here, you know, if he's out here doing work on these boys, man. I don't think that the Indiana Pacers are going to finish as I don't think the Pacers will. I think the Pacers can make the playoffs if Paul George is playing at the rate that he's going to play at, that I think he's going to play at this season, but I don't think it's going to be a high enough seed to make them what they were 2 seasons ago. So yeah, but do look out for Paul George. He is definitely going to be an MVP this season. He could definitely be an MVP candidate, possibly an MVP of the season. It depends on the play of Russell Westbrook and KD. If Russell Westbrook isn't averaging the crazy triple doubles that he was averaging last season, and he's not putting up the staggering numbers that he was putting up last season, then expect Paul George to be probably second in MVP voting this year. Number 4, a guy I just spoke about, Damian Lillard. I think Damian Lillard might be that I think Damian Lillard might get slipped. Like I said, I've been saying, I said it in my Western Conference preview. Damian Lillard has been slept on. He's been slowly improving, and nobody's been really paying attention to his improvement. I think people are going to really acknowledge the improvement that he's been making, and I think it might show out, considering the fact that he does not have a stacked team anymore, and now that he's by himself, I wouldn't be surprised if Damian Lillard's averaging 27, 26 points a game, 8 assists, 4 rebounds a game. You know, might get a couple of triple doubles here and there. Not no staggering triple doubles like Russell Westbrook, but he might get a couple of triple doubles, probably like 4-3 on the whole season. But just look out for him, man. He's definitely going to be somebody you need to look out for. Needs to improve on his defense a little bit, but other than that, I think he might have a really good season, though. Number 5, James Harden. Now, James Harden was going to get written off for me until I've recently found out that he's no longer with Khloe Kardashian. So now that he has a Kardashian out of his life, he gonna ball out. He gonna do pretty good. I think the Houston Rockets gonna finish in the top four this season. They still have a stacked team. They got a point guard that can handle all the stuff that's needed to be handled, instead of letting James Harden do all the work. And then next thing you know, James Harden is averaging 13 turnovers in one game. Like, you don't want that. You want James Harden, you want the ball in James Harden's hands less. You want James Harden to be a scorer, not a facilitator and a scorer. You want him to be that. But other than that, I think James Harden might finish with around probably with around 26, 27 points a game. Assists are going to his assists are definitely going to go down because with Ty Lawson out there, he's definitely going to not be a facilitator. He's not going to be a facilitator anymore. He's going to be more of a scorer now. So definitely I can see him averaging around 26, 27, 28 points a game. Yeah. Then last but not least, Steph Curry with the shot. Cooking with the shot. Steph Curry with the bat. Okay. I don't think he's going to repeat the MVP season that he had with KD coming back and Russell Westbrook. KD and Russell Westbrook back together, and with the West just vamped, and the fact that he's not going to have his coach, Steve Kerr by his side this season, and fucking Luke Walton of all people was going to be coaching for that team. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing Golden State. I think Golden State is going to finish top 5. Going to finish as a 5. It's going to finish in the top 5. 4 or 5 seed at best. If they can make it to 3, somebody fucked up. Houston either fucked up or the Clippers fucked up. I don't know. But that's just my personal opinion. I don't think Steph Curry is going to repeat this MVP season like he had. I think he's going to shoot the fucking lights out and probably average around the same average he averaged last season, and probably put up the same stats. But I don't think it's going to really matter when you got guys like KD and Russell Westbrook going off for like fucking 50, 40, 60 points a game. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely keep him in mind as my top 6 though. So there you have it. That's my top 6. Honorable mention. I'll just give you my top 6 real quick. Top 6: Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, Paul George, Damian Lillard, James Harden, Steph Curry. Honorable mentions, though. Carmelo Anthony could definitely be an honorable mention, but I don't think he'll be as motivated. I don't think he's really as motivated as he's been last season. He really wasn't motivated to really, he wasn't really motivated, to, play last season, considering how shitty the Knicks the start was for the Knicks. So I mean, if they have another shitty ass start, I'm not expecting Carmelo to be an MVP in this league anytime soon. And with my expectation for the Knicks this year, I don't see Carmelo being an MVP either. So there's that. Then there's who's another honorable mention? Another honorable mention might be the boy Dwayne Wade. I think Dwayne Wade might have a good season this year. I think Dwayne Wade is definitely going to have a good season this year. He has a stacked team around him. I think he's going to average. About 24, 25 points a game. Probably 6 assists, 6 rebounds a game. Probably going to put some work in, but that stack, because he definitely does have a stacked team, and I think that team will finish in the top 3 this season in the East. So there's that. Then another honorable mention would be another honorable mention. If he stays healthy, if he can play 82 games throughout the whole season, Kawhi Leonard will definitely be a valuable candidate. I think that Kawhi Leonard, if he just has to stay healthy. He's never healthy for the first half of the season, which is why he's never been an All-Star yet. But I think I think if he stays healthy, he's definitely going to do some work this season, especially with that stacked team that he has with the Spurs right now. Kawhi Leonard is definitely going to go off, and you already know, last but not least, the guy you see on the screen right now, LeBron James, will definitely be an honorable mention. But back injuries, I think, is starting to wear the back injuries. That's stuff. I think his body's starting to wear down on him. I don't think he's going to really be. I'm not going to say he's not going to be the LeBron James that we all know and love, but I don't think that it's going to be, yeah. So I don't think, it's going to be like that for a full season. I think he's going to sit out a couple of games in the beginning of the season. But other than that, I think he's going to be honorable mention. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. I'll get back to y'all. Till then, peace out.